But the only way you can experience is doing it yourself.
Pretty much.
Has anybody ever done that though? Listen to the whole album while watching The Wizard of Oz?
While watching The Wizard of Oz? Like to the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you turn the volume down on the movie, all you do is listen to this album.
All right, guys, getting back into Pink Floyd. My experience with Pink Floyd is very, very limited. How about you, John? Ty, what's yours, Pink Floyd?
Basically the famous songs.
Ty, what's the Pink Floyd rep with you?
I really like, just like, obviously everyone knows Dark Side of the Moon, you know, so
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of that album.
You probably heard it and I haven't.
I know they were sound engineers, basically. They're masters of sound.
They're masters of sound, exactly. That's why they fascinate me. Well, another brick in the wall.
All right.
Let's do it.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom.
I get the lyric.
Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Sounds like Beat It.
Yeah. I love that guitar solo because he like puts in space in there. It's not just full of notes and technical ability. It's the space that really like allows you to just get sunk into it and let him take you with the music. You know what I mean?
Totally felt that way.
Yeah.
Totally felt that way. I was following him, you know, because it was so, like I said, not too many notes. It was just like gliding like that. So I was like, okay, let's go again. Let's go again.
Yeah, but no, Ty said something really insightful. That space, the silence in between was so cool, too, because they are the masters of sound. It's just such a delight for the ears, you know?
And like, I've said this about Michael Jackson, and I'll say it for this song too. It's just like all the rhythms just like fit, like they just layer in perfectly like a puzzle. You know what I mean? Rhythmically, it's like a grid, you know?
Yeah.
And they just all align just really nicely. It's really pleasant for the ears. And I think this song has like the kind of the appeal factor that Another One Bites the Dust has.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of rockish, but also kind of pop, and it has some rhythmic guitars that kind of funky. You know what I mean? I think they're very similar in that aspect, and I think that's why a lot of people, you know, ride with it.
Well, lyrically also, it's brilliant. I mean, think of the opening lines. We don't need no education. I mean, it's brilliant.
We don't need no education, man.
Yeah, and leave them kids alone. You know, so it's brilliant.
Unexpected to me is the funk part, but it's almost like a soul bluesy guitar. But there's this like electronic and bass thing, but you're just gonna mix them together. It's interesting to be able to hear that before you even piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know this is a movie, right? I know The Wall is a movie. So
Yeah, Bob Geldof
Oh, really?
was in it.
I got you.
From the Boomtown Rats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Tell me
I
why.
can't believe I remembered that.
I don't like Mondays.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Cool. Every time I hear Pink Floyd, it's different. That's interesting. You can't really put him in a category like David Gilmour will be doing this ballad and stuff, and it's just like real moody.
Well, they're one of those groups that really experimented with, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when they're in the recording studio, they were experimented with so many different audio tracks.
Yeah.
They were one of the first, if not the first, but to pioneer it and succeed at it.
Yeah.
Where they were able to create so much depth that when you do put the headphones on, you're immersed in it, you know, and everything's clean.
And like when I did like Comfortably Numb, Wish You Were Here, I was very surprised at how coherent, even that the experimentation part, but how coherent it was, how it all just fit together. It felt like a first time thing.
Yes, and there was science in their artistry too when they produced this, you know. But a lot of bands, they also experimented in other things, like Led Zeppelin. You know, they actually experimented with subsonic frequencies.
Oh,
and they actually did it live at a concert, and then saw the audience going crazy, like violent, like aggression. So they had to turn it down because it was Jimmy Page that was trying to do that through his guitar work.
Oh, man.
And it was like, yeah, no, that's dangerous. You know, that's sonic death. You know, so, but you know, the way Pink Floyd executed this with their sound engineering, I'm sure they could have easily worked at Bose and patented new things.
It's not just about the sounds, you know. It's about how they mix and master it and get all the frequencies just right. So when you do listen to it, it's just like butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just clean.
It's like they're pros at sound, but they just happen to be musicians also. Maybe before producers and musicians were one and the same. Maybe they were producers first, but just happen to be really awesome musicians.
And that's what separates the professionals from the amateurs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm an amateur. If I'm going to do something, I'm sanding, block of wood or whatever.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Professional would never say that. You know what I mean?
Pink Floyd seems like the very definition of perfection. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Fabulous. Another brick in the wall. Major dub, obviously classic. Great to get into it. Thank you for watching this today. We really appreciate it. And the storm has been awesome. Perfect for Pink Floyd, by the way. We'll see you next time on the show. Bye.
Bye.